You know, sometimes, no matter how wise we think we are and the decisions that we make, we still get it wrong. Stick around to find out why. Hi ladies and welcome back. You're so welcome. And yes, today is the 10 luxury items I own, but I don't use. So, do I regret? Have I got huge regrets? Am I going to do another vlog sale? Stick around. But before we get into all of that, I want to shout out my gorgeous fragrance of the day, which is Musk Ravageur. This beauty I haven't worn in ages. It's ambery, it's beautiful, it's spicy, vanilla, musky, sandalwood with bergamot in there as well. Now, a lot of people would say this is quite manly, and I would have to agree. There is a very male kind of smell up, but it's definitely unisex. And I just think it's very sexy, and it's Friday here in Dublin. And I just love that part, as you know. So that's Musk Ravageur by Frederic Malle. The nose behind it is Maurice Roussel. And there you have it. She is a very sexy, ambery, spicy with cinnamon and cloves in there. Now, I wanted to shout out a beautiful lady who has been commenting a lot on my videos, and she hasn't been well lately. So I just want to say a big hello to Jennifer Taylor. Hi Jennifer, how are you? Jennifer unfortunately was suffering with COVID, would you believe it? And she said that on my videos and reading all the comments down below the video and all of that, you guys and everything else were keeping her going. So Jennifer, I hope you're on the mend. It is not pretty, I'm sure. Thank God I haven't got it yet, but I hope we're keeping you entertained, and I hope maybe a few people will give you a shout out in the comments down below and say hi yourself. So without further ado, yes, 10 items, and I own every single bloody one of them that I have that I don't use. And you know that I already did a huge vlog sale, and by the way, the response to that vlog sale was unbelievable. So thank you so much, and I know I've got a lot of new subscribers since last week's vlog sale, so mwah, big shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone who took part, to everyone who bought, and I will be giving those a shout out in my next video, and hopefully we can give you a little story about where the bags went, how they're getting on. You know, they're like my children. I need to know that they're safe and well. So yes, even though I did a massive vlog sale, I still have a lot of items that I have and I own and I don't use. Now, let this be a lesson to the younger audience out there that I know I have a lot of, and I have a very varied age group, which is absolutely amazing. But if us older ones can teach you younger ones a thing or two, stick around, because sometimes even if you make the wisest of decisions, and they are good decisions, you don't need as much of everything. So maybe skip a season or two when a bag comes in and kind of wait for the next year. And you know, I've learned things like that. The number one item I have, and she is a little beauty, is the Gucci Supreme pouch. Look at her. She is just gorgeous. I mean, she would take your heart just even for the pop of colors alone. I absolutely love the detail on the edge with the GG sign here and the red leather zipper and just the print again, and then it's against the original GG on the background there, the classic print. She is an absolute beauty. Now, the only reason, as we all know, I don't use this is I've too many, haven't I? So I have used her. I'm not going to say I don't use her ever. I've used her once going to a friend's wedding, and I took a few pouches that I was going away for a weekend, and she was very handy and looked very pretty and a very nice pop of color in my bag, I have to say. But this is the beauty that I take with me more often than not. And as you know, she is the Cosmetic PM Louis Vuitton, and I love her. She's very durable on the inside. I just love the shape of this one, actually. On the inside today, I just have lip glosses, concealers, and a few bits and bobs like that, and she is wipeable on the inside, as I'm sure you know at this stage. A lot of people have this in the GM size. I just like her in the PM. She has the little slip pocket inside, and this particular piece is a Paris piece, and I love her. I really do love her. That's one of the main reasons I don't use this beauty here, but that's not to say that she's not beautiful. Do I regret her? Absolutely not. Actually, look at that now. I have a few eyeshadows in there. You know those eyeshadows that you think you're going to use, so you store them somewhere? You know, like the purples and the greens and the colors that you're probably never ever going to use again, another green. But look, you don't really want, there's another purple, like I was mad into my purples and my greens, but that's what I'm storing in there, trying to get some use out of it at the moment. So yeah, she is the first item. So I have 3 SLGs, by the way. I have one other little piece, and then we'll move on to handbags, so stick around for the juicy stuff. The second piece I never use, ever, is my O case. And do you know what? I was thinking about putting her into my vlog sale that I just had, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But if I have a further one, she may be in it, because I know a lot of you out there love this piece and may get some use out of her. And to be honest, I'm probably a little bit afraid of her because she is lambskin, and as you know, I love lambskin, and I have handbags in lambskin, so I shouldn't be, but maybe I was, because this is thrown around in your handbag a little bit and could scratch off other bits. But as you can see, she is in absolutely perfect nick. And look at the inside there. She is the what would you, quilted kind of, what is that kind of, it's not, it's leather obviously, but it's kind of, yeah, it's quilted material on the inside, and it's wipeable, so it's very, very durable. And I just think, because I got rid of my Chanel wallet, I was like, well, I don't want to get rid of all my little Chanel pieces. So yeah, she's been staying, but she could be a piece that is ready for the chopping block one of the days. She just could be, because I'm in that kind of a mood lately. You ever get in that kind of a mood? Oh, by the way, if you like my blouse, it's from Lily Silk. And I'm not sponsored today. They have sponsored me before. Thank you, Lily Silk. But I just decided I wanted to wear this beauty today. She's a navy, she's comfortable, she's silky. And if you'd like her, and I get nothing from this, there's a discount code down below, and you can go and get yourself one. They have them in all different colors. Now, moving on. My next SLG that I do not use is this beauty. Now, look, I will just show you. I store, and this sits in my closet, I store little extra kind of wires for my computer and things like that. And if I bring her away and I'm really like, okay, I really want to use this, I kind of have to make myself just to get some use out of it. But I just love her. I really do. She's not going anywhere in my collection, ever, ever. If you ever see this on vlog sale, I think I'll need to check my temperature, because I just love her. She's got Vivienne on the front, and Vivienne is in Venice. And wouldn't I love to be? And I just love this piece. I think she's doty. I think it's a case of, look, I just have the one. It's not like I have 10 of them. Do I regret buying her? And by the way, do I regret buying this piece? No, I'm not, because as I know, there's lots of you out there that love this piece. So maybe I will let it go to a lovely subscriber one of the days. She's in absolutely perfect condition, and I think it's something that Katie might like down the road. Now, moving on from the SLGs, this isn't really an SLG, but it's not a handbag either. And I am talking about number 4 being the Louis Vuitton. And I just had a complete blank. I am talking about the Louis Vuitton small ring agenda cover, the PM size, in the Takashi Murakami. And I have always wanted this. Now, I have to say, I love this piece, but do I regret it? I think I do. Because let's be honest here. You know, I've tried. I have tried my best. I put little sheets in. I said, I'm going to pop this in my handbag. It's going to be handy for notes. I'm going to take it out every now and again. I'm going to write my notes in it. Do I do that? No. Of course I don't. I love to look at this in my wardrobe again. I love it because it's Takashi Murakami, and I also love it because it is in really good condition. But to be very honest with you, I do regret buying this piece because it sits there and it's ridiculous. So this could be another little beauty you see in a little vlog sale one of the days. It's just very hard to let it go because the colors in this are incredible, like the greens and the pinks and the blues and the yellows, and I think it's beautiful. I've always wanted it in the GM size in the monogram, and I was obsessing about the GM agenda cover for ages and ages. I stalked the Louis Vuitton website, and eventually, do you know what I said? Viv, like, you know, you'll open that up and yes, you'll use the inside pages, but it'll just become something that, another thing that sits on my table or my studio. So I just gave up on it. Moving on to the handbags, and the first of the handbags that I don't use but is a stunner, and a lot of people I know would love to have this beauty in their collection, and maybe one of the days she'll be in the sale. And this is my Takashi Murakami beautiful pochette accessoire. Now, there is no denying that this is an absolute beauty, and the reason she is staying in my collection at the moment is because I know if I let her go that it will be very, very difficult to get her back. You can see the condition of the bag here, and I mean every little screen, isn't that what they call it? It's a screen overlay, I think it is perfect. It's not chipped or anything like that. The vachetta obviously has darkened and patinaed a little bit. This little strap here, I think this one is from Dress Up Your Purse. I have a discount code down below if you want to check her out. I've also one there for Organize My Bag, so you can check. It's on one of those websites, and I have discount codes for both down below. Now, she's a beauty. She is well made. You don't get them made like this anymore. You see there the way the hardware is done. It's more chunky, it's more durable, it's just more sufficient if you ask me. And there is the inside of the bag and her beautiful velvety material on the inside, and she's really, really handy, this handbag. I mean, you know, if you're running to the shops, if you just want to grab and go. But I haven't been grabbing and going. I did use her for a while at the start, but I haven't used her since. Now hopefully I will again, or yeah, I mean, do I regret buying her? In one way I do, to be honest. In one way I do, even though it was because my Mila clutch went missing. If the OGs remember that story, I had the Mila clutch in the Takashi Murakami and that went missing, so I replaced her with this beauty. It's lovely to have her, but I just really want to have all my pieces because my collection is becoming very, very curated. And I just want to get it to the stage where I'm using every piece, because I really get much more joy out of my collection that way, I have to say. Now, after that, my next piece is none other than this beauty, my Diorama clutch. And she is a little rock star of a bag, I have to say. I have used her a couple of times. Now, I suppose a lot of it is the circumstances we were in the last couple of years. But just to give you, if you're thinking about any of these bags, just have a think. You know, go, how much will I really, really use that? Think about your lifestyle, as I always keep saying, and don't keep buying over and over. If you have 6 or 7 casual bags, we don't really need that many. You always grab for the one over and over and over again. I know I do. So this beauty, I have worn her with jeans, and she's great in that she sits flat on your body. She's very rock star with the rock studs on her, and she has a little clasp, magnet clasp, and that's how she opens. And on the inside, she has that lovely nubuck as well, and the leather slots inside with the zip compartment. And she actually has great room for a phone, and she's quite practical, I have to say. That's why I haven't let her go. Plus, this strap is detachable if anybody just wants her as a clutch alone and not a little crossbody or a handbag, and just use her as a purse. I have been thinking about letting her go as well, but I have got rid of so much at the moment that I'm saying to myself, well, now Viv, hold your horses here, because I don't want to be one, you know, I just don't want to have all of these regrets. I really, really don't, as far as selling and have the seller's remorse. Do I regret buying this piece? No, I do not regret buying her, because I've worn her a few times and she's very practical. Now the next piece, and I know you'll be jumping on this one because there's a lot of you out there who are like, Viv, let me know when you're selling that bag. And it is none other than this absolute butterscotch beauty, and it is my Chanel clutch with chain. Before you ask, she's not going anywhere just yet, but I don't use this bag, and as I said, it could be, you know, the scenario we have been in the last year or two. Or will I use her? I'm not sure. What I do know is I adore her. The chain is that lovely light, thinner version from the other handbags, and she's the perfect caramel color. She is lovely, and I mean, I think this is one of my softest bags, even of all my Chanel bags. This one is the butteriest, and it's very puffy. I don't know if you can see on the side there. I'm just trying to, if you can see how puffy the bag is. She really is very puffy and beautiful, and the CC lock there as well is just perfect. And at the back she has the slip pocket, which is massive, fits a phone, no problem. She's a beauty, she's a stunner, and I don't want to let her go yet, but I had to include her in this list because I had to be honest, even with myself. She's not going anywhere yet. Do I regret buying her? Absolutely not, because I only have one of her, so I don't think that's a waste. And as we know, a Chanel bag is never a waste, is it? Let's be real here. So that is my number 7, my Chanel clutch with chain. Now, moving on to number 8. You might be a little surprised by this beauty, but it is none other than my Louis Vuitton neonoi. And as much as I love this bag, and as practical as it is, and as beautiful as it is, I think I've used her once. And I hate saying that, and I hate admitting that, because I hate waste, but I've kept saying I'll use her traveling, I'll use her for weekends, I'll use her here, I'll use her there. You know, she has the nubuck on the inside as well. She is just an absolute beaut. Mine is pristine and still smells new. That's how I store her, as you all know. I'm sure you would have seen. And yeah, I haven't used this bag, so this might be another one that might be on the chopping board one of the days, because I just can't justify it anymore. Now, I bought this, as you know, the handle for extra, but I'm keeping her because, you know, I've only had her for a year. So let's not be too rash here. You know, I don't want to have any regrets here, so let's not be too rash. I certainly don't regret buying this bag, that's for sure. You know, they look great, and you might go, oh, I'm going to use this for this, I'm going to use it for that, and then you don't, and then it sits in your wardrobe, and you're dusting around it every week, and you're going, she looks beautiful, but not doing anything. No. One of the days, if I don't use her within the next year, she will definitely be on a future vlog sale. Now, number 9. And I don't think this is going to be a shock to anybody. I think she's been on my lists before. Of course, it's my Chanel Jumbo, and she's definitely on the, you know, one of the least used I don't use bags. I have used her a couple of times in the past, and again, this bag is beautiful and puffy and perfect. Oh, like, this bag is in brand new condition, I have to say. She really is. She's structured, and I keep her really, really well. She's stiff. Has everything in place. There isn't a mark on this bag. As you know, she's in the caviar. Again, I have been thinking about letting her go, but do you know what? I thought, you know, this is definitely one you would have buyer's or seller's remorse, I think, because this bag is in such good condition. I bought her in, I think it was 2017, and she's in just brand new, absolutely brand new condition. And on the inside there, you can see the maroon and the organizer I have from Zumoni. And see, I did use her. There's proof. But yes, I don't use her at the moment, obviously with all the little tiny bags being in. So she's definitely one I don't use. Do I regret her? Not for a minute. But I have considered letting her go a few times. Definitely considered it. But as I said, we all know fashion and handbags, you know, they do a full 360. So I'm not going to let her go anytime soon. And I just think she's one of those bags that, I mean, she's going to be around forever. She's a classic. Finally, and I hope you're learning something from this, and what to buy and what not to buy and what to hold off for. And if you're new, please subscribe, hit the bell, comment down below. It helps us a lot. We work hard on these videos. We don't just appear and kind of go, hi, talk to the camera. There's a lot of prep. I had to do my hair, makeup, and I had to, you know, put ideas. So ring my bell and subscribe. Do, 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 do. Singing and everything for you. You're like, shut up. Anyway, finally, my very last bag that I have in my collection, that you may know by the sounds before I even show it to you, is my beautiful Lady Dior. My stunning Lady Dior. It's in the mini size that I just absolutely love. Love this bag, and I think I've used her once. But again, the situation that we have been in, my bag is in perfect condition. The lambskin, as we all know in the Lady Dior's, Dior in general is just such a high quality brand. The finish, the detail, the leather, the canage, the handles, the gold hardware, the strap, just everything about this bag is perfection. This is a bag I would recommend to anybody. I know I'm saying I haven't used her, but I will use her, and I know I will use her, and it's just going to be a classic and a forever piece in my collection. Like, look at the hardware and the rings there. I mean, they're just made like unbelievably. The quality is unreal. We all love this noise of the handles, the quality of the O-rings here. We all know the story. A lot of us, I've told you before about the story about the charms here. And I just think the bag and the detail and the quality is exquisite on this bag. So I don't regret this bag for 1 second. This bag brings me so much joy. I have the one with the flap. You know, the older ones have the zip. And inside it has the beautiful red lining interior with the canage inside also, and it has the little zip pocket in there. And I just look at the bag is amazing. It really is amazing. So no, this one, yes, she is my number 10 bag that I never use, but I can excuse this one because I actually bought her a couple of years ago as well, and we all know the price increases in Dior have just gone a little bit crazy. Just a smidge, you know, like a lot. They have the micro bag of this. I've seen the micro bag and it's like, oh my God, it is to die for, but there's absolutely no way. Even when I was buying the mini, I was questioning myself, kind of going, really, Viv? But I'm delighted I did, as in the size. It does fit my phone if I wanted to fit my phone. It fits all my other little small bits and pieces that I need. And I loves her. So that's it, my beauties. And until my next video, I want you to look after yourselves. I hope you got something nice from this video. If you've any requests or if you want to chat to me, do so down below. I always love chatting to you and commenting back. Follow me over on Insta. I know a lot of you have, and thanks so much. I'm going to have chats over there as well. And until next time, be kind, be safe, be compassionate. Love you lots, guys. Mwah!